Alright, hello everyone. Today we're going to be talking about the upcoming banner, which is Tosen Jordan, as well as Condor Pasa and Kitasan Black. Before we begin, let's take a look at the timeline. After this Kitasan Black banner is going to be two very awesome horse banners with Majiro Dobo, one of Urzi's favorite horses, and also one very important horse for gamblers. If you are an end closer or late surger, you will be probably inheriting Dobo's unique to try to hit the Dobo unique for the 0.2 acceleration. This is very similar to Majiro Ryan's unique, except that it can activate at the number 6 or the number 5 position, right? After that, we also have Christmas Aguri. This horse will be very strong upon release, and on dirt, she will almost be unmatched because she is a very strong horse for the dirt. For the other positions, she's also still very strong because her unique is very powerful. It's just that if they release the pink skills early on, then we will see Aguri power level go down a little bit. But she will still be strong for certain CMs, and you will see her very prominently because she's also very easy to build. Right, so that's pretty much the next 3 banners. There's going to be 3 crazy banners in a row. So after you pull Kitasan Black, you may want to pull Dober, or you may want to skip Dober and try to pull Christmas Oguri, or you may want to skip both and then try to select the banner, the Oguri cap. Later on at the first year anniversary, you can straight up buy Christmas Oguri by paying for a package, if I remember correctly. Right, so anyway, let us begin with the banner first. We'll start off with the Kitasan Black banner. This one is very easy, right? I don't need to really explain anything to you guys. You have been waiting for this banner for a very long time. Side Games is about to make millions of dollars once again, right? But first, I want to answer the question, which is, MooMooCows, if I already have Kitasan Black, should I go and get the Condor Pasa card, right? The Condor Pasa card is not bad. Definitely not bad. It has power bonus, 10% training effectiveness, specialty rate of 50, friendship bonus of 30%, right? So ultimately, this one is a very solid card. It also has another 20 specialty probability over here, so it's 70 specialty rate up, so that is a very good card. Also notably has fan count bonus of 20%, so it's very good for your grinding for your fan bonuses, right? So why do I recommend to not pull this card? The reason why you don't really pull this card is because the gold skill is Killer Tunes, which means that it's very specifically for the medium races. But more importantly, actually from now on, right, this card will basically not see much play. In the Ahara scenario, you tend to not want to put power cards in your deck unless it's going for a very long CM or medium CM. Then you want to put more power cards because you can't afford to put any wits cards inside of your deck, right? But when you go for shorter CMs, you want to put more wits cards inside of your deck, right? And then later on we go to make a new track, it becomes race bonus gaming. So you can use this card here, but there are plenty of other cards that are better than this card. You can use cards with 15% race bonus on them. You can use 4 guts builds with a bunch of race bonus, and then after that look for any speed bonus and power bonus and just try to max your speed and power that way. And then when we go to Grand Life, you will be basically using mostly something like 2 speed cards with wits cards or stamina cards, and then the last card will either be more wit, more speed, or more of stamina. You generally try not to use power cards too much. Power cards are generally quite mediocre. There will only occasionally be a very specific power card that Side Games really wants you to go and pull, then you go and pull that power card. But Condor Pasa is not really one of those power cards. For team trials and whatever, if you want to go and use this card for the golden killer tunes as well as all of the medium skills, no problem at all. I have no problem with that. It's just that this card in general will not actually see too much play even though you put this card. I'm not lying, alright? This card really is just a card that you, if you have it, you'll be okay having it, but you will never ever be really pulling it out if you're trying to min-max, if you're trying to make yourself comfortable, right? You usually go for more speed cards, more stamina cards, or more wits cards depending on what you're trying to do with your horse, right? So that's pretty much the conclusion for the Condor Pasa card. Kitasan Black, do I really need to explain to you? I will just do an emergency explanation here. Get to 3 limit break at least if you have no copies of Kitasan Black at all. Alright, notably this banner will be much better rate up than the first Kitasan banner that appeared in Umamusume. Right, the first Kitasan banner was really bad in terms of the pull rate, so this one's going to be a little bit better, so it's not going to be so horrendous. But do try at least to get to 3 limit break. Do not stop at 2. Go to 3 every single time. If you cannot go to 3 every single time, then I'm so sorry, because the Kitasan Black at 2 limit break is really quite ass. And then of course, if you have 2 limit break, 3 limit break, 1 limit break, do your best to get to max limit break. If you have to use a selected token afterwards, feel free to use a selected token, but I would try to not recommend that. Just try to pray for a little bit of luck by off-rating Kitasan Black in a future pull banner that you may want to be going for. But of course, if you are too tired of not having Kitasan Black, then I will not stop you either. I understand you want to be strong now. Being strong later is not really going to be very fun for you, and there's plenty of other gacha games to play anyway, right? So yeah, getting this to max limit break is going to be a priority because this will make the specialty rate up go to 100, right? 3 limit break will make it go to 60, while 100 is a significantly big boost to making this card become more consistent. Of course, even though it is supposed to be more consistent, it will still have its days where it will just not appear on your speed at all. It will just go to guts, it will go to speed, it will go to power, blah blah blah. The 100 is a lie. Yeah. Sometimes it's just how it is, right? This is Umamusume after all. Random shit can just happen, right? This card also has Arcline Professor, which is a solid skill. In general, corner adept will be all you need. You don't really need to buy Professor of Curvature too much unless the corners are very, very optimal. In which case you can activate it early and you can activate it later also for double activation of Professor of Curvature, because Professor of Curvature has a 30-second cooldown, which means that if the track is long enough and you can activate it early and then activate it later, you can activate it twice. So in that case, it becomes really, really solid. Right, so yeah, this is pretty much it for the Kitasan Black banner over here. Now we go on to the Tosen Jordan part of the review. So is Tosen Jordan a good horse, MooMooCows? She's more of a middle of the line horse. She's not really super amazing or super bad. She's more of a mediocre side kind of character, and mediocre means just that if you like her, then you can go ahead and use her. There's nothing inherently wrong with her. It's just that she's not super OP or super synergistic in terms of kit wise. She's not Esmaro, she's not Christmas Oguri, she's not V Bourbon, right? These horses all have very powerful kits, but this one is just a middle of the line kit, so not super strong. But of course, if you like Tosen Jordan, feel free to go and get her, right? 10% speed, 10% power, 10% guts is a pretty solid stat line. You need all of these stat lines over here. The only problem will be the stamina, but then never mind, just pump more stamina cards in there and then go and inherit that power. That 10% power bonus will also help you out when you're clicking that speed button to go and give yourself a little bit more power, right? Turf A, Medium A, and Leader A. She only has 3A, so you can snipe the Pace Chaser medium skills from Maharu much easier. You can also make her for long, you can also make her into a late surger. Those are her 3 main positions. Her Vivid Time requires you to be in near the front position, so the first 4 positions, and you've been trying to overtake someone, or someone has been trying to overtake you, so both ways work, and you are approaching the last straight. When you do that, you will get a speed carryover, or potentially a speed increase. So depending on the track, this could be a speed carryover or a speed increase. In general, you would pray for speed carryover tracks in order to make this horse work. If it doesn't, never mind. Why? Because this horse can be a gambler also. She has the innate skill of On Your Left. The innate skill of On Your Left is very good for your gambler horses for late surger position. So even if you do not have a unique that can help you, you just need to get On Your Left, your Furious Feet, your other gambling skills, and pretty much that's all you need, right? No stopping me, blah blah blah, in order to try to win. That's how the late surgers play, and so this horse can be a late surger character, right? In addition, this horse can also, for some reason, be a Pace Chaser character, which is very funky because this horse does have Race Planner inside of her, which means that she has 2 goal skills that do not synergize well. This is the problem with some of the early horses. They actually have 2 different positions that they want to be in, which is not good. Your horses later on in the more JP focused side of the game will be either Pace or Medium or Short or betweener. Like, there is no in-between of any of these things here. Your horses later on are going to be really specialized. While this horse here is clearly 1 pace goal skill and 1 late surger goal skill. Makes her into sort of a versatile horse, but it's not really versatile. It's actually anti-synergistic to have 2 goal skills that you can only use 1 of, right? But of course, it doesn't mean that she's unusable. It just means that it's more annoying to make her. She's not like the Mightiest Miler Taiki Shuttle, where everything is mild, right? This one is, you choose between late surger or you choose between Pace Chaser, because a goal recovery for pace is lovely, and a late surger gambling skill is also very lovely to have, right? But later on in the JP version, they actually released the pink skills, and the pink skills do make it a little bit better. Because, for example, this horse, you know, she has a late surger skill, but you have a Pace Chaser recovery. Well, what happens is that you can change your late surger skill into Get Those Vibes Up in the JP version, which makes it become a leader or betweener skill. Now that is synergy, isn't it? Then for the Race Planner, you can make it into a late surger recovery. Now that is better, right? Now you have 2 golds for pace or 2 golds for late, and that fixes this problem with this horse much more. So you can see, right, they recognize that this was a problem and they fix it later on. Okay, anyway, other than that, you do have a lot of the other funny funny skills like the hard worker skill or straight XL. So this is mostly a gambling horse. So if you really like this horse, she will get better over time once the pink skills come out, and she is a very fun horse also, right? If you like her, feel free to pull her. If you don't like her, feel free to skip her. No problem for either way. She will become much better later on when the pink skills come out. And so other than that, do have some good luck for your Kitasan Black. I wish you all very good luck here. I'm at 2 limit break Kitasan Black, so I expect to pull maybe 30k pulls, and I'll be very lucky and I'll get my Kitasan Black MLB, and then I'll call it a day there. I don't care about the Condor Pasa at all. I will not be pulling it at all. All I want is Kitasan Black, and then I'm piecing out, and then I can save my selector tokens for a future banner. I'll probably try to wait for Super Creek and try to get 3 limit break Super Creek as soon as possible, and then after that I'll be pretty much a very strong player already, able to basically go into any single scenario and be usually okay already, right? So that is pretty much it, guys, for this video. If you need any more questions, join the Discord, go through the Ko-fi, go through the YouTube or Twitch live chats and try to ask me questions. I'll do my best to answer as much as possible. Right, thank you all for your support and for watching. The channel could not have grown this big without you guys. Thank you very much. Right, bye bye everyone. Good luck with your pulls.